Hello, Amy here, owner of Mooeys. So we sent out a survey a couple of weeks ago, and in that survey we were asking all about facial, and it's the one thing that every year whenever I do a survey, when I've done it for membership, whenever I've done it just for general happiness, how everyone's feeling, I love a survey. If you haven't already guessed, I love hearing what you think. But the one thing that comes up in every survey I do is, why do you not do facials? We want facials, facials. And it's always come up. Now, as a business, we specialise in nails, hair removal, laser, waxing, threading, tinting and nails. So I was like, how do I incorporate facials into this? I know it's what people want. And also some of our salons, it would be a bit more challenging. We don't have full walls in Farnham and Horsham. The room is so booked up in Farnham. Like, how do we make this happen? How do we make it doable? So I've done loads of research on it over years, and I'm trained in like over 20 product houses. So I knew what I wanted with regard to the products, and I knew what I didn't want as well. I didn't want masses of ranges like Elemis or Declue. I didn't want any of that. They're lovely products, but they just don't fit in Mooeys. I also don't want shelves and shelves of the products. It goes against all of my ethos. I was like, it's been going on for about a year where this has been bubbling along, and the research that I done with that survey, over 200 responses. Thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am for those that spend the time answering my surveys. Like, I know I send out a lot, but thank you, because it really helps build the business around what you want, not what I think you want, but what you actually want. So thank you. But with the facials, I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted it to be quick, efficient, results driven. I knew I wanted a plant-based product range. I knew I wanted it to be organic. There was a lot of boxes to tick and a lot of boxes that I didn't want. And when I done the Goldman Sachs program last year, I met the beautiful Laura, who owns the Evolve organic skincare range, and I just happened to be having a chat with her, as you do. We was having lunch and a glass of wine, and I was just saying, like, I love this product that I used to use, but you can't get it in the UK anymore, and it's like a skin peel. I don't want like a burn your face off skin peel, but I want something that's like deep exfoliation. She said, I've got one of them. We do this really beautiful vitamin C mask. You would use it as a really gentle peel, and then you could layer up with another retinol, like a plant-based retinol mask. And so we got chatting, and now it's happening. So we have chosen Evolve because they are delivering the results that I want. But also, it's such a beautiful, affordable skincare range that you don't need masses of products. You don't need like a huge 5, 6, 7-step routine. It's really simple. It's basically everything I would do in a product range is in Evolve, and it is beautiful. So I've been testing the products for over a month. I've tested these facials on any of my friends and family that would have one. Obviously that wasn't too hard. And I've now gone and trained up my team in Farnham, Horsham and Hazelmere last week. It's all happening. So we're launching in my salons this week coming, and then franchises are at the end of May. So not everybody's going to be joining in, and you'll find in emails who's joining in, who's not. It's the same as the membership. We launched in my salons first, and then we've rolled out. Now all of the salons do it within 6 months. It will be the same thing, because the franchise partners will choose if and when it's right for them, and if they can manage and accommodate. But there were so many questions that came up, so many questions, and I thought I would actually answer some for you, because there was a lot of the same questions. So obviously in 210 responses, a lot of the questions are the same. Some completely individual, but I'm going to go through some of the questions. We have put it on the website and the FAQs are on there, but why not me answer them for you? So will it actually give me a glow? Absolutely yes, because it's a double exfoliation. So instead of, you can get the BHA pills, I call them like the burn the face off pills, when your skin peels away afterwards. It's not that. And then you've got AHA pills, which are a lot more gentle, sort of enzyme based peels. It's an enzyme exfoliation with a retinol mask. You're getting a double layer of exfoliation, so your skin will look super, super bright. And I can guarantee you what we're going to be doing is more than what you're doing at home. So you will get a really beautiful, glowy, dewy, glass-like skin, as you will with most facials afterwards, because we're also going in with a double cleanse, like when you've had your hair washed. at the hairdressers and you have a double hair wash and you always feel super clean afterwards. We're doing that double cleanse facial and then exfoliation and mask and then serums and layering your serums and your treatment. So it is a prescriptive facial, as in like it is based on your skin concerns. We are tailoring the facial to you and what products we use depending on what your skin type is and what your concerns are. So yes, it will give you a glow, absolutely. Is it actually relaxing or clinical? So it's a bit of both. It's not clinical because nothing in Mooeys is clinical, really, is it? Let's be honest. We have 2 scalp massages. We started doing a scalp massage on the first mask and a hand massage on the second, but everybody I practiced on all wanted a second scalp massage. So we've ended up doing 2 scalp massages. But if you hate your hair being touched or you're worried about hair extensions or anything like that, we can do a scalp massage. We could even do a foot massage. But scalp massage, because it's a pressure point, even we have tried it on someone with hair extensions recently, and we've done like pressure point massage and it didn't affect the hair extension. So it can be done, but there's nothing nicer than a scalp massage. Oh my gosh, like I would do anything for a scalp massage. Not everything, anything, a lot of things for a scalp massage. It is beautiful and it does make it feel like, although it's a half an hour treatment, we pack a lot in it. So it's a half an hour treatment with so much value because we don't leave the room. It's not like a spa facial where you're just layering products and everything's very low and slow. It's efficient. It's just like what we do with everything else. Very efficient, great results, and it feels lovely as well. So a bit of both, relaxing and clinical. Will I see real results or is it just a nice face massage? No, you'll see results, and actually we don't do much of a massage in the facial itself. We do a gua sha massage over the serum, but that's more lymphatic drainage. So that's like, if you haven't had gua sha, it's beautiful, but it's rose quartz gua sha, and we just drain lymphatic drainage around the jaw and reduce some puffiness around the eyes. So we do that with the serum. So that's what I mean about it being efficient. Really good results in half an hour. Will it deep cleanse my pores and help with blackheads? Yes, because it's a double exfoliation. So exfoliation is what you need when you've got open pores or blackheads. We don't do any extractions though, so there's no squeezing. So it will clear out like congestion because of the double cleanse as well. So it will help, but we're not steaming and we're not extracting. So if you're specifically looking for an extraction facial, this isn't it. Is it hydrating? My skin always feels tight. Yes. So this is actually one of the best parts of this facial, is it's super, super hydrating because everybody is dehydrated. So if your skin feels tight, whether it's oily, combination, dry, most skin feels tight. It's air conditioning, central heating, being in offices, yada, yada. Don't drink enough water. So this facial is specifically designed for dehydrated skin. So everybody will be super hydrated. If you imagine your skin like a plum, take all the moisture and hydration out, it becomes a prune. And what we're doing in this facial is layering up as much product like hyaluronic serum, which is the most amazing thing for dehydrated skin. Exfoliation masks, serums, all of that jazz is to really plump up that plum. Plump up that plum. There you go. Is it anti-aging? Will it help with fine lines? Absolutely. So a lot of people that are concerned with fine lines, their skin is actually dehydrated. So if we plump up that plum, that's a mouthful, isn't it? If we plump it up, then the fine lines will reduce naturally. If you are concerned with aging, we can use other products within the facial that will help combat fine lines and wrinkles. We also use a plant-based bioretinol gold mask. It is to die for, this beautiful mask, and that visibly reduces line. It's stunning. I have sensitive skin. Will my face go red? No, there's no harsh chemicals in here. Like I said, we're not like burning your face off or anything like that. There's no aggressive peels. There's not even abrasive scrubs. It's just gentle enzyme exfoliation. So it is designed for people that are pregnant. It's also designed for super sensitive skin. So yeah, you can have your skin reset facial when you're on your lunch break and go back like nothing's ever happened. Is it good for mature skin? Absolutely. Hyaluronic serum is phenomenal. That's the hydrating product that plumps up your skin, but also the bioretinol gold mask. Again, we tailor make it for all ages, all skin types. How much is it? £55 for 30 minutes. But it's a 40-minute treatment time. So you actually get 30 minutes of facials, which is unusual because a lot of people would call this an express facial, but they would do a 20-minute facial in half an hour. We are doing a half an hour facial in 40 minutes. Booking time because we want to have a 5-minute chat with you where we ask you some questions about your skin, and then we want to have 5 minutes so it's not rushed. Some of the most important things we heard from you was affordability. but also results driven and not too much fluff and not anything faddy, which was fascinating. I've got lots of questions, see? Why is it only 30 minutes? Is that long enough? Yes, and that's the point. We stripped out all of the faff. We kept our forceps, like genuinely the ones that work. Spa massages are lovely. Facial massages are beautiful, but that's a spa-based facial. You can go to skin clinics and you would receive that sort of facial, and a lot of high street salons would do that as well. But the people that come to us, our clients, they want to be in and out. They want a great result and as quickly as possible a lot of the time. And also our salons, nice and relaxing, they're chilled, they're laid back. But I'm not going to try and pretend to be something I'm not, really. And 30 minutes fits into real life, doesn't it? You can pop to Waitrose, you can pop to the shops, come in, have a 30-minute facial and be home by lunch. Doesn't feel like you're out having a spa day. And actually, I want something that fits into lifestyles on a daily basis. I want something that fits into our membership as well. Will the treatment be tailored to my skin? Absolutely. We ask all the questions that we need to in the consultation, find out what your skin is like, and then tailor make it for that. Never had a facial before? Perfect, because this is designed for people like yourself. If you don't usually do facials, this is like no jargon, there's no hard sell. We're not going to give you a list of 20 products afterwards that you must buy. It's not that type of facial. This is called the Skin Reset Facial for a reason. It's for people that don't really look after their skin as well as they want to, or people that don't do anything but want to do better, or people that are just really curious about the next step of taking care of their skin. It's called a Skin Reset Facial for a reason. If you are looking for an hour-long spa facial, do not book this. If you are looking for something with steam and extractions and hydrofacials and machines and equipment, this is not the facial for you. There's plenty of other salons that do that. This is something that fits into everyday life, efficient and quick. Will you try and sell me loads of products at the end? No, we'll give you honest advice. We'll give you advice on a couple of products potentially. If you've told us what your skin concerns are and we have a product that will help you, we will tell you about it. But there's no hard sales, only advice. You don't have to take it. That's the Mooeys way. The Skin Reset is included in our membership. That's exciting, isn't it? So this was one of the most common questions is for people that are on the memberships, can they have the Skin Reset facial? And the answer is yes. So we have now incorporated it. We have a little secret. Do you want to hear? Because we've actually introduced a level 3 tier, because this came up really frequently for people that have the self-care edit, which is 2 treatments a month. They love the treatments they already have and they want to do the facial. So we've introduced a 3rd tier, which you will find out about soon. But if it's something you want to jump on quick, the team can already allocate that for you. We just haven't gone live with it yet. Can I have it before a wedding? Yes, book it 3 to 5 days before. Some people do break out after any kind of facials. So if you're using soap and water and you don't use anything else and then you come in with a facial, sometimes you could break out afterward. It just depends. It's not that deep of a facial. Like if you're doing extractions and galvanic and high frequency and all these things, if you're doing any of those sorts of facials, you're more than likely to break out. But this one is a hands-on facial. So you'll be fine, but just give it 3 to 5 days beforehand. Will it help my pores? They feel huge. Yes, any kind of exfoliation, enzyme exfoliation will help with pores. Will it help with sunspots? Yes, because of the vitamin C that we use in one of the masks that we use. It brightens uneven skin tone. However, pigmentation needs deep exfoliation. So it might be that you just need to continue with the enzyme mask at home and that will help. Will it help with puffiness around my eyes? Yes, we use the gua sha lymphatic drainage. We do that around the eyes and that really helps. But also we use a hyaluronic serum around the eyes as well. If you are concerned with puffiness around your eyes, gua sha is amazing because you can put them in the fridge. Get yourself a hyaluronic serum, which is like a really light product around your eyes. And then you can just use that and it will reduce the puffiness. You want to take away any of that waste that causes the puffiness under the eyes. I get occasional spots in my 40s. You're not alone. This comes up in the survey a lot because the Skin Reset facial adapts. Like I said, it's a tailor-made facial to you. So if you're getting hormonal breakouts, which tend to be around here, your therapist can use a salicylic serum, which is around here, and then hyaluronic on the rest. So they can completely tailor-make it to you and your skin type. And the salicylic really calms and reduces inflammation. So if you are having like an angry breakout, it'll really help with that. So you will get anti-aging benefits and help the breakout. So yes, we can tailor make it for you. Does the treatment finish with an SPF? Yes, when relevant. We do always finish with a moisturizer and we can apply an SPF afterwards. Can it be added to Mooeys membership? I told you this was like the most common question. Yes. So the tier 3 that we're introducing is called the Full Works, and it includes the skin reset facial as part of your monthly routine. So you end up getting the facial really cheap actually, because the facial is £55. If you're not on a membership already, the first tier membership is 49, so you could just do that and it's still cheaper, and then have it once a month. And then we've got the self-care edit, which is 2 treatments for 89, and then the Full Works is £129 for 3. It's a bit of a no-brainer really, isn't it? So you can have it, or if you're already a member on one, then you get your 15% off further treatments, which will be on here. Can it be a gift voucher or pre-event treat? Yes to both. Our vouchers are sold for value. So someone can buy you a voucher, or you can buy a voucher for somebody for the value of that facial. Now, this was a common one for Farnham. Will adding facials make it harder to get a waxing appointment? This came up quite a lot for Farnham, and understandably, because we have one treatment room, so it's very busy, and it's a very fair question that deserves a very fair answer. And we've thought about this carefully. We've thought about all of the types of treatments we introduce, which is why we don't have laser, because laser takes a really long time. So if you're having a full body laser, it can take up to an hour and a half. We just can't justify that in Farnham because of how busy the room is. But that room runs at, it probably feels like it's very busy, but it runs at 60 to 65% occupancy. So there is availability. And also, what we have to remember, we are predominantly doing nails, so much so, what we're going to do is allocate 2 therapists just to the treatment room. We've recruited, so we're bringing other people onto nails, and then other staff who are brilliant at waxing and love facials, for example. We're going to put them in, basically, in the treatment room all day. So yes, we have thought about it. And if we couldn't accommodate, we wouldn't do it. I'm not sure I'd benefit at my age. I'm 73. Of course you will. Of course you will. So one of you in the survey said you weren't sure if you'd benefit as you're not a spring chicken. Honestly, mature skin is exactly why this is a really good facial. And there's no time too early or too late to start. And you know what? If it makes you feel good, that's all that matters, isn't it, really? The most important thing is that, you have a nice time and that you enjoy it. So why don't you come and try it and see? Because of all the products that we're using, like the exfoliation, the hyaluronic serum, the gold retinol mask, all these beautiful products will really plump up your skin. So it's suitable for all ages. So please don't worry and think you're either too young or too old, because you're not. Unless you are under 16. We don't do the treatment for under 16s, I'm afraid. Will it suit perimenopausal skin? Absolutely. We know exactly what perimenopausal skin needs. It needs hydration, lots and lots of hydration, and the deep exfoliation will do it wonders as well. So perimenopausal skin tends to be more sensitive and tends to have a variable amount of skin types. So you'll have the T-zone, you'll have a dry area, dehydrated generally all over, but then you might have a few breakouts. So we can adapt it completely for you. Will it actually relax me, or am I going to be chatted to the whole time? I love this question. Both options are yours. Some of you want to talk through the skin and learn about what we're doing and what what we're putting on your face. Some people love a chat through a facial. I am not one of them. I like to lay down, close my eyes, and just be pampered. And that's entirely up to you. If you're chatting to your therapist, we'll talk back. If you want to be quiet and you want to be silent, then do that. And there's no offense taken. It's the same as if you turn up to the salon and put your laptop on. If you don't want to talk, just tell your therapist, I actually just want to be quiet. I find if I'm at home with the kids a lot, when I go somewhere to have a treatment done, I actually don't want to be talked to, and that's perfectly fine. And just tell us. And actually your therapist is probably feeling the same as well. They talk all day, every day. Please just be open and honest and tell them what you want, and then they will serve you exactly how you want. And there's no judgment either way, honestly. We get it. And a direct quote, will it knock a few years off my age? Yeah, because any glowing skin, any hydrated skin will make you look younger and fresher. And if you continue that at home, then you will continue the look. Or you just come in once a month and we can do it. You can have this facial once a week if you wanted, but once a month is lovely. So I hope that's helped. I hope that's answered all your questions. If not, give us a shout. So we're launching first week in May in Farnham, Hazelmere and Horsham, and then by the end of May in some of our franchise partner salons. But we'll keep you posted via email. So watch this space. See you soon.